this is AwesomeBricks1, and today I'm back with another tutorial for you guys. So without any further waste of time, let's get started. So today I planned something very special for you guys, and it's how to make a platformer. This includes the scripts and the code. So here's just a quick demo of what we're gonna do today. So the platforming character resets to about here, and the goal of this is to go to the next level. So as you can see, if you touch this bike, you get resetted, and you can jump on these platforms, and this is collision. You can't like collide with the with these like bricks things, just like my username. Okay, let's get started. So when we just get started, please rename this thing to platformer and make two different sprites, a player sprite and a level sprite. So you can use your own art for this, or you can take someone else's, but if you do take someone else's, please credit it. Okay, so to start any program, we need one click. So okay, so this is what we need to begin, and then after that, let's go to the variables section and create two variables. One is yval, and make it for all sprites, and xval. So yval and xval are just one simple thing, definition. So yval means the change in y, and xval means the change in x, basically. Okay, so now let's go to the motions block and make sure that the character goes to a specific point, and that should be negative 188 and 120. So as you can see, it'll go there, and just hide these two variables for now. And okay, so I'm just gonna quickly write one piece of code right here. So what this does, what does this do, you're probably wondering. So this is just indirectly stating change y by -1. So forever change y by -1. We just substituted y with a y like a variable and defined that variable. So it'll just keep going down forever. Okay, now let's stop the script. Make sure you stop it. Okay, now let's like we don't need it to go all the way down, only until it touches the platform. So for that, let's add an if statement. If touching the levels, because that's this thing, then set drag in a times block and a minus block, and go back to variables and substitute it yval times 2. I'll explain this in just a moment. Okay, so what this should do, it should like only make sure it touches around here. So we've just made sure that it just like goes around here and doesn't go past the levels. Let's test it out. Okay, so just like keep pressing on it until it touches, until it goes till on top of the platform. So I guess this anyways, but just do it for safety, I guess. And let's just like do an extra safety precaution. So let's drag into change y by blocks and make sure one is 1 and the other one is -1. So put the -1 right here and put the 1 here. It's just nothing, it's just a safety precaution. Change y by -1 and change y by 1, it just substitutes out and nothing really happens. So now let's just do the jumping statement. If up arrow key pressed, if key up arrow pressed, set yval to 12. You can put it to 10 or 12 or like whatever you want. Don't make sure it's just between 10 to 15. And as you can see, you can just jump. So I'll just show what it does. Okay, so next now we need the left and right key movements. So let's drag in and actually let's drag in an if-else statement and an if statement inside. So inside one of them, let's put key right arrow pressed, and one of them let's put left arrow pressed because it's obviously the left side of right. So now we defined a change xvel. So for now, just put change xvel by 1, and since it's the opposite direction, just put -1. Well, I have two costumes here, so I'll just say switch costume to right if it's right side, and the opposite if it's left side. Okay, so now let's define what this should do. So go to the variables and say set xval to 0.9. Where's the 0.9? Times 0.9. So this should make a gradual movement. So like it won't just change x by 5, it'll do a gradual movement. That's what we want, look more attractive. So change, now we need to make sure we set change, change x by x velocity. So just duplicate it and put it in here. So we can move left and right. As you can see, it's a gradual movement and not just left and right. Okay, so just to make sure, you have to make sure that it only touches Okay, so what we want is we just want it to touch right here. We don't want it to go below that point. So we'll initially fix it anyways, so yeah. Okay, so now the point is to make sure it only goes about right here, right above the platform, and make sure that it doesn't collide as well. So let's just see what we have so far. Yeah, see, as you can see, it goes below and on the platform. So now let's just do the coding. So let's drag in a one-click block, and let's have two variables. So one click, and then let's take set x to set x and y, and let's say make them set to x and y position. So we're basically defining them. And now let's go to the control blocks and get a forever loop. So let's drag in an if statement. If touching levels, go to x, x, y, y. You know what, you can put another if statement where you can just drag in an if else statement. I'm just gonna do an if else statement. So I'm just shifting all of this, and else set just duplicate this piece of code. And so what this does, it makes sure that it only touches about right here, and the collision is also pretty good, but there's still gonna be a bug, and we're gonna fix that after. So forever touching levels, go to x, y. So the set x and set y to position does the trick. So as you can see, now the movement is good. It's a good gradual movement, and it only goes right about here, but there's one glitch. So if you touch this thing, it makes you like kind of glitch on top of the platform. So we need to do this like extra piece of code. So this is the last piece of code before we complete the script. So once again, this is the set x to x position and set y to y position does the trick. It makes sure it only your platforming character only goes about right here and it doesn't let you collide with the platformers either. So it's like a really big helpful thing. So now let's drag in another if statement, and if touching levels, once again you can just duplicate this just like me and change just like hold on, I'll just explain it after I do this. So yeah. Okay, so what does this do? So if touching levels, change x by 0 minus x velocity. So this makes sure you can't go close to the levels, and it won't let you either. So that's the whole point of this. So now let's just try it out again, and we'll be done after this. As you can see, that glitch doesn't happen when you're touching the side of the levels. So guys, we finished, and of course you can add more like things. You can add spikes, you can add trampolines. Trampolines, all you have to do is if touching like the trampoline bar, just say set y velocity to 12, and that does the whole trick again. Okay, so I'll be meeting you guys in part 2 of this tutorial, and that will be how to incorporate Enemy AI. So I'm looking forward. I hope you are too. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also like this video and share with your friends. Thank you very much.